Hey, can everybody hear me? Hopefully everybody is hopping on in. All right, seems like we got a few people watching. Thank you guys for joining me on Friday Fright Night. It really does mean a lot. Right now, currently, we are kind of going through a windstorm. Earlier, we were having some tornado weather. We didn't, thankfully, the closest tornado that was around us was about 10 minutes away, so we didn't have to deal with any like funnel clouds or tornadoes, but it came close. So right now I'm just kind of listening at the wind. The wind is going pretty nuts out there. Hey, what's up? Love your new background. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I put some LED lights back in there. And yeah, I put one underneath the alien mask to show it off more because it was kind of hard to see underneath all that plastic. Now you can clearly see what it is. So it looks really good. Hey, Carolyn, thank you for hopping on in. We had that creep yesterday. It was that crap yesterday. Yeah, we had that crap yesterday. It was a mess. Yeah, it's pretty nasty over here too. So far, I don't think there's a lot of damages done to the town I'm living in, but it certainly has opened up the eyes. Earlier, it was nothing but hectic. I was very nervous. I kept walking back and forth on the front porch, kind of looking for funnel clouds. It was crazy. Hey, had a hailstorm. Ooh, not fun. Not fun. That shit can suck. There's a legitimate stink bug in my room, and it just keeps hitting the light over there. What's up, Creepy Cody? How you doing, man? Thank you for hopping on in. A lot of people are hopping on in. Guys, glad to see you. I'm sorry it's going on very late. I didn't even know today was Friday. That's how distracted I was today with the whole storm. This almost looked like your old setup. Yeah, that was kind of the whole goal of it, was actually to kind of go back to that original setup. You know, I'm just realizing I didn't grab a bottle of water. So at some point, I'm going to press pause on the live stream and go and get myself a bottle of water. I'm going to get parched while talking to you guys. Yeah, I do not want to be parched while talking because I do talk fast to try to get everybody's comments. Hey, Frago, how's it going? By the way, if you have not, slay that like button if you're hopping on into the live stream and be a part of the conversation. Be a part of the discussions. We can talk about whatever you guys want, horror movies or just whatever. No worries. Yeah, I really like the way the background looks. It actually looks pretty dope. Yes, hydrate, please. I will hydrate. Don't worry. You know what's interesting? The psychic, the psychic from the new Sam and Colby video, she followed me on Instagram. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Marlene, you should go ahead and go get your water. And how's your night? Oh, my night's going pretty good. Thank you for asking, Marlene. Been watching Cobra Kai. Nice, nice. I definitely haven't even seen Karate Kid Part 2 yet, which is a big mistake on my part. I've been doing so many different reactions that I haven't got around to watching Karate Kid Part 2. A lot of people loved the first Karate Kid reaction I did. I just haven't gotten to Part 2 yet. And Karate Kid is actually one of my favorite reactions I've done. So, are you getting some crazy weather, Jay? Here, we're dealing with blizzards and thunder and lightning, and getting a blizzard while it's like thundering and lightning. Yeah, we are dealing currently with a pretty bad windstorm. I would say the winds are probably blowing from like 50 miles per hour outside right now. It's pretty bad. Watch Sam McCoy, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty neat. It was pretty neat. I actually didn't know it was her until I actually went to her profile. I'm like, hey, this person oddly looks familiar, and yeah, it was the psychic from their more recent video, which I appreciate. I mean, anybody from Sam and Colby's community or anything like that who wants to hop on into the channel and hear my opinions, even knowing, yeah, you don't have to agree with them all the time if you're hopping on in just to check them out. I mean, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been so crazy. Never in my life have I experienced blizzards, thunderstorms. It always a time for a first, right? Right. I'm sure it's happened somewhere off in the world before, but yeah, it's pretty crazy that it happened. Yeah. I see Leprechaun Origins on Netflix. Should I watch it? I mean, I'm never gonna tell someone no, but I'm also gonna probably tell you my honest opinion, and I think it's a waste of time. Even knowing I do genuinely believe that if you are interested in any sort of movie, you should always give it a shot, regardless of the criticisms. Get your own opinion, of course, but I personally am not a fan of Leprechaun Origins. It just, without going into spoilers, it just didn't feel like a Leprechaun movie. Your ice is finally melting. Yeah, it's like a hurricane. By the way, thank you for joining, Nick and Thor. Two cult classic zombie movies of mine are Dawn and Day of the Dead. I was actually wanting to watch Day of the Dead earlier today. I was on Peacock and I saw it and I was like, ooh, I really want to. Oh, cool, you passed your test. Awesome. Congratulations, Rhiannon. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Sorry, it's been a long day. I am absolutely. I'm gonna skip a little bit closer. I'm absolutely exhausted right now. 100%. Let me see if I can scoot up and just like put my chair back and just relax it while I talk. Cobra Kai has seen return of characters from all three Karate Kid movies. I'm still curious to the next season. We'll have Hilary Swank for the next Karate Kid return. Would love to see her and Danielle talk. I had a long week. Yeah. It's been a pretty long week for sure. We had straight line winds hit a lot of places here and no actual tornadoes, but it can be just as bad, right? Yeah, you're not wearing your hat either. I thought something was different. Yeah, I just took it off, dude. It was my room I have the heater on right now because it's pretty damn cold outside at the moment. It almost feels like we could get snow, oddly enough. But I just took my hat off because I'm like, fuck it, whatever. Right now, it's just one of those nights. I wasn't even sure if I was going to go live tonight, to be honest with you. I was that exhausted, and I've been filming all week. I even filmed Megan for Patreon, so if a lot of you guys are patrons and you're probably pretty excited to go check out that reaction, I got to tell you right now, just because, it's between us, I really loved it. I really loved Megan. I thought it was fantastic. I had a lot of fun watching. There was some things I had issues with, obviously. Most movies I have issues with, but overall, the positives outweigh the negatives by far. It literally was exactly what everybody was telling me it was. It was basically the Child's Play remake, just better. And that's exactly what it was. The Child's Play remake, I enjoy. But Megan was actually a better movie. Yeah, I wasn't sure about Megan. I may check it out. I would highly recommend it. I would highly recommend it. Going there with not low expectations, because I actually do genuinely think it's actually a good movie. But go in there, what am I trying to say here? Just go in there, clear your thoughts, sit down, and just try to just enjoy the time you're gonna have there. Because, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, I had a blast watching it. Megan was better than I expected. It was a lot better. I'm right there with you, man. It was a lot better than I expected. To give you guys an idea of how much I liked Megan, it's now my second favorite movie of 2022. As of right now, it's my second favorite movie of 2022. I liked it that much. The Black Phone still takes the cake. Black Phone, to me, too good to put it at number 2. But I really enjoyed Megan. It was a big surprise for me. Yeah, it was a big surprise. It literally bumped down Barbarian for me. Yeah, I liked it that much. Because I genuinely loved the story of Child's Play 2019, even knowing I had some issues that the fact it was going to be like a Chucky movie, because I'm such a big Chucky fan too. I love Chucky when he's actually a serial killer and put like spirit form into a doll. He put a spirit into a doll. I like that version of Chucky more. And Megan worked better with that AI kind of killer kind of thing. I feel like she is definitely the pure definition of an AI horror movie killer. I mean, if you really wanted to go, obviously the Terminator is probably everybody's first favorite when it comes to like artificial intelligence slasher character, but Megan was likable. She was funny. She had great moments. The whole movie surprised me. It was just a good time, and I really miss movies like that where I could just like sit down and enjoy a movie and just have fun watching it. And Megan was all that for me. Like, Black Phone was probably the best constructed horror film this year. Megan was probably the most fun I had watching a horror film for 2022. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, in the context of the movie, that dance moment was awesome. Hold on, let me do something really quick, guys. Like an idiot, I forgot to do something before I started this live stream. I gotta turn down the camera quality because it's gonna make this lag. So let me go ahead and fix that really quick. Takes but a minute. All right, that should be fine right there. That should be better. Sorry about that. It does that from time to time. I do love Terminator, yes, but only the first two. Right. Yeah, no, the first two Terminators, really great movies. I love Terminator. I mean, I actually, believe it or not, no, I'd probably say Judgment Day is probably the best one. I was about to say, I think I like Terminator more than Judgment Day, but I feel like I've seen Judgment Day a lot more than the first Terminator. I know for a fact I've seen Judgment Day way more. So I'd have to go with Judgment Day. And then I was thinking like the Alien franchise, Alien and Aliens. A lot of people love Aliens over Alien, and I'm one of those people who actually prefers Alien over Aliens. I watched Aliens and I had a blast watching it. It was a great action film, good horror movie obviously too. But the first Alien was perfect to me as a horror film, like a sci-fi horror. It was so good. I've had the absolute worst week, guys. My childhood best friend passed away on Tuesday. It's taking some time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is fucked up. I'm sorry. Um, sorry. I'm deeply sorry for your loss. That's not easy. That is not easy. Bro, I'm jealous of your horror memorabilia you have in your background. I definitely, well, a lot of the stuff was stuff sent to me by you guys. I mean, quite a few things. Trying to think of something. Baby Jason back there was sent from you guys. The Chucky behind me was sent from one of you guys. Actually, now that I think about it, and then of course the alien mask was something we as a community kind of came together and bought, and that was really cool. So that's from you guys, which is probably my prized possession back there. And obviously the metal tin signs right here behind me, you guys sent. I think you guys may have sent. You guys sent the Killer Clowns from Outer Space Funko Pops back there. That was you guys, and then everything else is probably stuff I bought, but still, yeah, it's like a big jumble combobulation of bunch of stuff, and I just love it. Yeah, Vald Raven, how are you doing? I'm so sorry for your loss. Did you see they're filming a movies of aliens? I did not know that. No, I did hear something about that. I'm pretty sure I did. I want to be a combo of Ellen Ridley and Sarah Connor when I grow up. It's been tough. It's been it finally hit me today. At her viewing, we did everything together. Yeah. Isn't that? And obviously, I'm not trying to make him more emotional for you, but I've thought about situations like that too, where I would look back on people I've known who passed away, and it's almost like sometimes you really don't know how much that person meant to you until they're gone. You know what I mean? Isn't that one of the weirdest things? Like, and again, I'm not trying to say this to make you more emotional. I understand that you're extremely emotional. Did I see someone? Oh, by the way, we have a lot of people hopping on. Sorry, guys. If you're hopping on in, please comment in the comments. I need to go get some water. I'm getting parched, but watch your Megan reaction. I like the Chucky doll over your shoulder, watching along. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, Chucky was watching the whole time, but I'm glad you enjoyed the reaction, Francis. Let's see. Mega Reacts. Freaky was a lot of fun. I gotta check out Freaky. Hello, Val's Raven. Dubernow. Did I see someone mention Happy Death Day? Did someone I mentioned? Yep, someone did. Which movie would be better to watch tonight? Day of the Dead or Smile? Also, anyone seen Freaky, the movie about Freaky Friday gig with a teen girl and slasher? I have not, but I've been told to watch it. It has Vince Vaughn in it, I'm pretty sure. Who did? Yeah, he did it's the same director who did Happy Death Day. Sorry, it's late, guys. You gotta forgive me. It's so late. I wasn't gonna go late this late, but unfortunately with the windstorm, I didn't want to risk the power going out earlier. You're making it better than anything came from virtual. Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that I'm helping in some way. I mean, I really probably will never be able to help truly because I understand it's a hard situation to go through. But hey, Burnett. Hey, how you doing, Lone Fire? Thank you for hopping on and glad you can make it. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of scary movies, but I do love Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day was a fun time. I really enjoyed it. If you liked Happy Death Day, you might like Megan. Actually, I feel like Megan. That's actually a good like group of films. Like Happy Death Day and Megan in there. I mean, they're kind of like horror comedies. Megan, yes, certainly has like horror. I mean, it is mainly a horror film, but it does have comedy aspects to it, and the comedy works, which is a big plus because a lot of the times they don't work. And it's very hard to make a horror comedy. Yeah, spider horror movies. There's a lot of spider horror movies coming out here soon. And I think they're remaking Arachnophobia too, which I got to check out Arachnophobia for the first time in 2021 with my buddy Lane. And we had a blast watching it. I was like, damn, this is awesome. Chucky scared me. Chucky's a scared little freak. Yeah. Hey, Harley jumped on in. How are you doing, Harley? Glad you could make it, guys. Sorry, I'm listening to the wind behind me because the wind outside right now is like super strong. And I got to keep in mind that my power could be cut at any moment. And I'm just not prepared for that. But it is what it is. If the power gets cut and the live stream ends, that's fine. But I just really wanted to make sure I went live for you guys on Friday. If Chucky and Tiffany went up against Megan in a fight, who do you think will win? Chucky and Tiffany or Megan? I really love the character of Megan. But Chucky and Tiffany are too badass. I don't think Chucky and Tiffany are going to be losing against Megan. I love Megan. She's a fantastic character. She really works for the movie. Hell, even pulls out some of the heartstrings during the film too, which was pretty crazy to think, to do. She was actually, in a sense, a better caretaker when she wasn't full blown psychotic than, the other character. I'm not going to dive into it too much, but it. You know what I mean if you've seen the movie. I had to mute you for a sec to talk to someone. Did I miss anything? Nope, you didn't miss nothing. Don't worry about it, Cheyenne. But I would go with Chucky and Tiffany over Megan. I think Chucky and Tiffany got that one. Can we talk about something that I know about? Yes, we can. Yeah, go ahead and ask anything you guys want. Anything you want. I'm doing solid. Just a long night. Just a long day. I'm just kind of tired. I saw behind the scenes of Megan. Did you see this behind the scenes? I think they've already announced a Megan 2. I think it's Megan 2.0 or something like that. I'm pretty excited, especially after watching Megan. I was like, yeah, I get to go for a sequel. I won't let anything hurt you, Katie, ever again. Dude, oh gosh. I can't, again, I'm not going to go too much into spoilers because there's still people here who have not seen Megan. I don't want to spoil it for them. But I got to tell you right now, it's worth the wait. I mean, seriously, if you have doubts about the movie, watch it anyways. Just trust me, watch it. I thought about doing like a more spoiler discussion about Megan, but I don't know if I will or not. I feel like the movie reaction is pretty spoiler heavy as is. So what's your future movie reviews? Reviews or reactions. I have 7 or 8 movie reactions filmed and posted on Patreon right now that have to be edited and posted, but I have quite a bit. I could probably go down the list for you really quick. I have Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, The Children. I did actually film the Trauma film that you got. Well, I think it was actually, I want to say, not Carolyn, Crystal sent me, I think, The Children. I think it was Crystal. I have The Children. I have Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. Skinny Marink. Megan is now filmed. Pinocchio, the Disney remake. Yeah, I got that one filmed and needs to be edited. Rambo 3 is filmed and on Patreon and posted. I got about six or 7 movie reactions posted over on Patreon that need to actually be edited and posted to YouTube. What about the Haunted Mansion? Oh, you don't know about the Haunted Mansion? I don't know anything about horror movies. I usually join just to join. Well, I appreciate you just joining just to join. I mean, this is a big horror movie community, so like we always talk about horror films, upcoming ones that are out in theaters right now, older movies. I love talking about older stuff. How is your arms, by the way? They're doing okay. They're, of course, still nerve damage and everything, but they are doing okay. I'm starting to get used to it in a sense. Yeah, so it's been a process for sure. I'm gonna cook me up a pizza. Ah, lucky dude. I'm shocked to see you still awake this late. I was shocked to see myself still awake. And this is probably why I'm tripping over my own words right now, is because I'm still awake. I really, really wasn't even sure if I was gonna go live tonight. Again, I was probably on the verge of ready to go ahead and just go to bed, but the wind is so strong I'm hardly able to sleep. Best frozen pizza is New Man Zone 3 cheese. Ooh, I'm gonna hold my thoughts on Haunted Mansion until another trailer. I do like that it looks like it's trying to be scarier than the Eddie Murphy movie while having humor. Absolutely. I loved it. I loved the teaser trailer that day dropped for the Haunted Mansion. I thought that was everything I wanted to see. It has cool visuals. It looked creepy. It looked scary. And if Disney is going back to the old original roots of actually being scary and PG movies and stuff and actually having the cojones to scare kids occasionally, I'm all for it. I am so all for it. One of the best moments in that original Haunted Mansion movie was the mausoleum scene where Eddie Murphy, his 2 kids, have to go to the mausoleum, go down in there and like find a key or something, or find something that has to do with what they need to do, and all the dead bodies start coming to life and start slowly walking up the stairs to get them, and it freaked me the heck out as a kid. I loved that moment. It's the most memorable part of the entire movie. Ronald McDonald could have been the next horror movie icon in the future. I would love to see a horror movie Ronald McDonald film. If you're going to do it, though, you got to get Rack to do it. They don't have to do their version of the Ronald McDonald, but they can make a horror film about Ronald McDonald, and I'd be down to watch it. Oh, yeah, for sure. Give me the top 5 best horror movies. My top 5 best horror movies of all time. Not an easy list to do, but I can probably give you a sum up of what I'd put in there. I would definitely John Carpenter's Halloween at number 1. I would probably go with The Return of the Living Dead for part number 2. Probably The Return of the Living Dead. For number 3, I am feeling pretty confident with The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I fucking love that film. Number 4, I would probably go with Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And number 5, I'd probably go with Friday the 13th, the final chapter. That's probably what I would do. A lot of slasher stuff. I'm a very big fan of the slasher genre. When they're done right, specifically. Foolish mortals. I'm considering watching We Have a Ghost. Yeah, that one's recommended. That was actually recommended to me a couple times this week. There's a KFC movie. Is there really? Wait. I can't remember. Type it somewhere. Okay. Let me go ahead and type this really quick. My top 5. Gosh, it's too late for me to be doing this. Halloween. Oh, gosh, it's way too... okay. Return of the Living Dead. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, this is difficult. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. There we go. That's the best I can do right now, but there is the ones that come to my mind, the top 5 favorite horror films of all time right there. In my opinion, at least. I just love them so much. Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, final chapter. After that, it's hard for me to choose. Yeah, it's pretty good. Good choices. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Rihanna, here's a few to hard to pick from. American Werewolf in London, Halloween, Alien, The Ring, and The Shining. Those are great picks too, honestly. Hey, Kayleen, how you doing? Thank you for hopping on in. Taylor, hi. It looks like I'm late tonight, but we're only 23 minutes in to the live stream. I've decided to go live late tonight, because we've had a giant storm today, a storm that probably could have almost led to a tornado, honestly. So I didn't go live until later on, and I'll probably be live for like literally only an hour, because I'm pretty tired myself, but I wanted to make sure I went live for you guys at least on this Friday. I'll watch them, and I know I'll let you know what I should probably say. I have a weird taste in horror, so like the movies I just threw out there are very kind of out there horror movies. Specifically, like Return of the Living Dead and Killer Clowns from Outer Space are quite out there, but I love them to death. I even kind of like Paris, even though the CGI is bad, it's comfy as fuck. We just had a snowstorm, another on the way. We don't normally have snow. Thank you, Carolyn, for recommending it. Francis, I love the mix of horror and comedy. Yeah, I appreciate horror and comedy too. I like it if it's done right. If the comedy's done right, it can be a lot of fun. But if it's not done right, it can be cringe. Yeah, American Werewolf in London was definitely a good pick. That's one that kind of slips by my radar sometimes. Here's one that I actually do recommend people if they really want a really scary movie, like a really out there horrifying movie. The Evil Dead remake is one of the ones I always recommend. Yep, The Exorcist. Exorcist, yeah, that's a great one. I know there's some people out in the world who say that movie is just completely overrated, but I don't know how they can say that. I love it so much, and I think it deserves every bit of praise it has. I think I'm going to go to bed now because I'm very tired, but I hope you survived the windstorm and have a great night, Maniac. Well, I appreciate it, Movie Maker. I hope you have a great night, too. I do apologize if I'm not talking to my 100% capacity right now. I'm pretty tired. My eyes are already probably going bloodshot red. It's late. I took a shower not too long ago. I was pretty confident I was going to go to bed, but yeah. Glad you guys could actually make it in and be a part of the live stream. And if you are hitting the like button, I really appreciate it. We have 15 likes and 17 viewers. That's awesome. Exorcist is a near perfect movie. In my opinion, it kind of is, yeah. I'm usually one to look away from something if it's scary. Yeah, that one's going to make you look away a lot, trust me. I think Shaun of the Dead is in my top 5 horror films. I like how he isn't aware of the zombie. One second. The bug was right there, and I had to flick him. My number one recommendation to really scare people is The Descent. The Descent will make you feel uncomfortable. Yeah. 100% one of the most if you're claustrophobic and you watch The Descent, oh boy, you are in for a ride. Cause I found it very hard to breathe watching that movie. The Descent is a fantastic film. It's so good. But if you really want to start like listing off a bunch of different horror films that I find amazing, the original Dawn of the Dead, fantastic. Of course, we have The Night of the Living Dead, the original classic black and white movie. That one's fantastic. Let's see, what else would I recommend? Child's Play, the original Candyman. Thinking about some Stephen King stuff, we got Christine. Love Christine. Silver Bullet. Carrie. Gotta love the original Carrie. Hey, I see more people hopping on in. If you guys are hopping on in, hop on into the conversation. It's pretty late. I'm pretty tired, but I'm staying up and talking with you guys for a little bit before I head to bed. Yeah, OG Dawn might be on my list. It's too good. The original Dawn of the Dead is too good. Gotta have Nightmare on Elm Street in there. Good call, Carolyn. The original Friday the 13th. I don't care what anybody says. The Friday the 13th original movie is a classic, and I love it to death. The Burning. Gotta have The Burning in there. My Bloody Valentine. Black Christmas. There's a lot of them. Still love Confrontation. Have you watched any of Takashi Takashi? I actually have not watched any of Takashi Miike's films. I have not. I've heard of them, and I've been actually recommended Ichi the Killer. People have recommended that to me, but I haven't actually sat down and got around to actually checking those out. At some point, I should do those as reactions, yeah. Let's see. I'm tired too. I started reading backwards. Let's see. Yeah, the confrontation scene of Shaun of the Dead between Shaun and David. For a hero, you really are a hypocrite. You're the one who's gone from being a chartered accountant to a Charlton. Yeah. Leprechaun series. Look, as much as I like love and respect that answer, because the Leprechaun series to me is so much fun. It's like some of them are so bad they're actually good, and there's kind of humorous to laugh at and stuff. The first Leprechaun, and genuinely for me, is like a childhood classic. I love the original Leprechaun, and I really enjoyed Leprechaun Returns. I even enjoyed Leprechaun 2 and 3. So I enjoy that franchise quite a bit, and I've even thought about rewatching Leprechaun 2. I actually watched Leprechaun, the original one, today. Leprechaun instead of Leprechaun. But I watched the original Leprechaun today, actually, when they were in town, and I was just sitting here waiting for the Windstorm to happen. Yep, I'm going to be doing on March 17th a live watch-along for Leprechaun 3. Audition is more on the horror side. Ichi the Killer is just shocking, more of a full-on exploitation film. Okay. Another good cave movie is The Cave. You still need to review Split. You're right, I do need to react to Split. I've seen Unbreakable. I have yet to see Split and Glass. I need to see second and third Leprechaun movies. Actually, I would say those are fun times, man. They're a treat. I love St. Patrick's Day, man. Did you guys have any traditions when you were in school, like, or maybe growing up? Did you have like any St. Patrick's Day traditions? I remember when I was in elementary school, we would actually come in on St. Patrick's Day, elementary, and I remember that the staff would do their utmost best to make it as fun and as adventurous as they could. So what they would do is they would take like shoes and dip them in green paint, and actually, like, it was washable paint. It was really easy to come off. But they would walk around the school building everywhere around, like even on top of walls and stuff. They'd get ladders and do all that stuff. And I remember they would do them on the slides out in the playground. So when recess would come around, we would all be ready to go follow the footprints. And at the end of these footprints, they would leave like little bags of gold chocolates, like those little bags you can buy at Walmart that you just rip off the wrapper and eat them. Yeah, those gold chocolate things. Yeah, they would do that stuff, and it was so much fun. What do you think about the reboot of Leprechaun? I think it's deserving. Yeah, I do. I genuinely do. I think it's deserving. I think there's a lot you could do with a legitimately, like, just step away from the whole comedy aspect. You can make a very creepy Leprechaun movie, and make it really unsettling. I mean, in itself, it is a creepy concept in a sense. The fact that you could take this thing's gold and it can come after you and kill you is a creepy, like, overall concept because, you know, the idea of greed, right? And it's hard to beat greed. So I see a golden coin and all of a sudden my mind starts thinking, oh man, I could buy a mansion, I could buy it. And you take that coin and you'll do whatever you can to keep a hold of that. And what could be lurking behind that gold is what's kind of scary about the whole leprechaun concept. So and I know what you're going to say. Well, how could you do it without Warwick Davis? They've already done it without Warwick Davis, and they did a decent job in Leprechaun Returns. And I'm not saying that Warwick Davis is not the original OG, the best Leprechaun. I'm not saying that. I 100% stand behind that. He is Leprechaun. He made that character. But I would be like, yeah, if they want to reboot Leprechaun and actually go and try to make a legitimate horror film, like a really scary horror film, James Wan, Atomic Monster, get me. I will make you a Leprechaun horror film, and I will make it creepy and unsettling, a good throwback. So yeah, that's one of those movies that if you had to ask me, which one would you like to see a reboot of? I'd be like, let's reboot Leprechaun. Make it actually scary instead of comedy. Like, we can make it really creepy. Really creepy. Unpopular opinion, 1999 of the Living Dead is better than the original Night of the Living Dead. It's not, I actually agree with you. I prefer the 1990 over the original, and that's no offense to the original. 1991 to me is better. Hello, good to see you, Shane. How you doing, man? Had a shamrock shake from McDonald's with fresh. I had a shamrock shake today too. Actually, the thing is in the trash can over there. I had a shamrock shake today. I'm getting in the St. Patrick's Day feel. Didn't even bother me with the second one. I'm guessing you're like 5'6" and 5'7". That's a good guess. It's a pretty solid guess. How could you tell? Boondock Saints is so good. I haven't seen. I need to see that one. That's the one with the Norman Reedus, right? I'm 5'6". My hair is already green. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So no one can pinch you. The second Boondocks has a ridiculous... let's see here. Oh yeah, a lot of you guys want me to watch the Boondock Saints. My bad. I still get scared watching I Am Legend. Yeah, I Am Legend is a creepy little movie. And it's kind of intense, and I'm not a fan of watching animals die. I'm never a fan of watching animals die in a movie. I'm just too much of an animal lover. He's taller than me. I met him in person, and I'm 5'1". Yeah, I'm a bit taller than you. Yeah. 5'7". I'm pretty short for a guy. Most guys I know actually tower above me. The only people I know who are actually about my height or shorter are my front buddy Lane. That is my favorite movie. Oh, The Boondock Saints is your favorite movie? Oh man, Sebastian, now I'm definitely not watching the second one. You should consider some more true crime reactions. I know it. I've been doing so much paranormal stuff that I haven't really been doing the whole true crime stuff. And I'm hoping to get the Dahmer series edited for you guys and posted to YouTube. I really want to do that. I want to start getting these shows kicked out for YouTube. Again, if you have not, support me on Patreon. Become a channel member, whichever one you want to do. I want to be able to pay an editor to edit my reactions and stuff so I can post them to you guys. I have one in editing right now. So if you guys can help me out, this is probably the first time in 30 minutes that I'm bringing up Patreon, or anything like that. But yeah, love short kings. They're always feisty. I'm a pretty respectable dude though. I'm pretty respectable. I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty kind. I like to view myself as kind. I'm not someone who, Jordan, don't play with me about the Dahmer series. Dahmer series was fucked up. One of the more fucked up series I've ever seen in my life. And I finished it too. Pretty happy about that because I normally don't finish shows. It's really hard for me, unless the show is really that good, it's really hard for me to stick around. It's super tough. I know that might piss a lot of people off and make them sad that, oh man, well, I'm not... Just don't hold your hopes out for me to like do series reactions all the time because I'm a movie guy. I love film, dude. I'm so passionate about cinema, and I'm not gonna pick TV over cinema. No way. Certain shows win me over, and I'm like really into them. Right now, for example, Last of Us, really great show. Dahmer was messed up, but Evan Peters was amazing. Evan Peters did a fantastic job. He did a fantastic job. You can't deny that. It's hard to keep up with the series. What up, everyone? What's up, Stephanie? Thank you for hopping on into the live. I still would love you to review the original Twilight Zone. I want to review the original Twilight Zone too. I would love, I would love to do for like Patreon or something for like just $1 a month. I would actually like to sit here and just binge episodes of the Twilight Zone in the pitch black dark, like I'm doing right now with the lights and everything, and just watch the series with you guys and pause it when I'm ready to talk and everything. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I've always wanted to do stuff like that. I've actually thought about doing that kind of stuff, like Saturday mornings and stuff, where you guys will join me for like watching a show, maybe like Pokemon or something, very nostalgic, Powerpuff Girls, Courage of the Cowardly Dog, Scooby-Doo, and just sit here with a cool mug from like the 90s and just have fun with a retro feel and a very nostalgic feel. Yeah, it's a dream. It's a dream. I've got back into watching the X-Files. Hell yeah, I need to actually see the X-Files. I have never seen the X-Files. Yeah. I just opened Owl Crate book box. Ooh, nice. Been walking so long. Don't say it might happen if it's not gonna happen. I've been waiting so long. Oh, for the Dahmer series? Oh, the Dahmer series is already filmed and stuff. The Dahmer series is already done. I've watched all of the Dahmer show. So that stuff is done. It just needs to be edited and posted. Would you ever do a meet and greet? If I hit 100,000 subscribers, yeah. If I hit 100,000, I would do a meet and greet. Yep. Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, you best believe it. Oh, man. Garbage Day. Silent Night, Deadly Night series. Silent Night, Deadly Night, yep. I actually have only ever seen the first one and the one that came out in 2012. I saw those two. The one in 2012 was actually kind of a decent time. The original Silent Night, Deadly Night, I think is okay at best. I'm not a big fan of Silent Night, Deadly Night. The creepiest part of that movie was definitely the opening of it. Like, the opening to the Silent Night, Deadly Night movie was creepy. Rugrats, dude, I haven't seen Rugrats in a good long minute. The 2002 Twilight Zone series is a sequel, A Good Life with a psychic kid who sent people to the cornfield. Ooh, that sounds creepy. My favorite Pokemon movie was the first one. The Pokemon, the first movie, dude, was that's nostalgic. I remember watching Pokemon the first movie on VHS. My dad would go out of his way to buy those VHSs back in the day, man, and we'd have a blast. Hey, what's going on, Fatgy? How are you doing tonight, man? Watching any cool horror movies lately? Have you seen Park Chan-wook's Vengeance trilogy? I have not seen that. Old Boy and Symphony of Mr. Vengeance and Lady. I have not seen any of those, actually. Sounds interesting, though. Cow and Chicken. Believe it or not, have never seen an episode of Cow and Chicken. Believe it or not. I'm about to lay out my sins. All right, are you ready? Dude, this is pretty bad. This is bad. I have not watched I didn't watch a full episode of The Simpsons until last year. Yeah. I had never watched The Simpsons before until like last year. No joke. Promise you. I remember went over to Michael's house and he was like, oh yeah, if you want, you can sit down and watch. I was trying to do an impression of Michael, but I failed. If you want to sit down and watch some Simpsons and stuff, I looked at him. I'm like, I've never watched an episode of The Simpsons, man. And he's like, what? Like, what? And I'm like, guys, I swear to you, I know who all the characters are. I've never seen The Simpsons. And he was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. And I like, nope. And he's like, well, you're watching them. And I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and watch it. And I enjoyed the episode. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, a true story. Never watched it. Just chilling this crazy windy weather and checked out Cone Game Bear, Knock at the Cabin, Creepshow 2 for the first. Oh, fuck yeah, man. That's awesome. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Our Windstorm is still going. It's in the background. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. You probably can't, but it's like 50 to 60 miles per hour winds right now. And earlier we thought we were actually going to get like a funnel cloud or tornado, which freaked us out. I hate that shit, man. Have you ever seen Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage? And by the way, thank you so much for the $20 on fire. I appreciate that. And yes, I have seen Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage. Actually, I have a movie reaction up on my channel. You actually can go back and watch my movie reaction for the first time. And I liked it a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun. Really, really fun time. Nick Cage was absolutely a badass. Yes, Treehouse of Horror is a must. My mom let me watch anything I wanted growing up, to be honest. Oh, I watched a lot of other things, too. I watched, like, Family Guy and all that stuff. It's just The Simpsons I never watched. It was weird. I watched everything else but Simpsons. Robot Chicken. I watched it all. Yeah, Old Boy is one of my best revenge films. Must watch. I have yet to see that. I think then they make, like, one with Josh Brolin that was called Old Boy. We got 8 Inches of Snow and Whiteout Conditions. Ooh. When you post the Dahmer reactions, I'll be able to sleep peacefully at night. Yeah, they'll be coming. They'll be coming at some point. I gotta definitely send them to an editor and get them edited. I was allowed to watch anything I wanted to. I hate Family Guy. Family Guy back in the day was a lot of fun. Family Guy today, not so much. I've just lost so much interest in watching Family Guy. Hell, I've even lost interest in watching American Dad, and I used to be really big into American Dad. You know which one tops them both? King of the Hill. King of the Hill tops them both. I actually started really getting into King of the Hill. It's such a comfort show. My favorite Treehouse of Horror episode is the Treehouse of Horrors. The Devil and Homer Simpson. Terror at 5%. Gonna check that reaction out tonight for sure. Oh yes, I appreciate it, and thank you again, Lone Fire, for that donation. That means a lot, and it helps out. You have no idea. True King of the Hill was so good, dude. Oh yeah, I love fucking King of the Hill. Love it. So good. So much fun. Great characters. Hilarious. I started watching King of the Nice. You started watching it. Nice. Ren and Stimpy. I have never seen that, but my buddy Lane has, and he told me I should watch it. Also, like Treehouse of Horror, The Shining, Time of the Punishment, and Nightmare Cafe. King of the Hill is great, but I've never seen American Dad. Well, I can't really talk much because I haven't seen Simpsons, but yeah, American Dad is pretty okay, especially the first few seasons. I mean, again, kind of like Family Guy, the first few seasons of those two shows are really solid shows. Then they kind of start losing their momentum. They're still going because they make a ton of money, but they started losing that momentum at some point. But I'm a fan of classic shows like Courage of the Cowardly Dog, and Scooby-Doo, and Pokemon, Dragon Ball, One Piece. I don't care what anybody says. I like One Piece. I like shows like that. Bob's Burgers is good. Have not seen Bob's Burgers. I know they just came out with the movie, though, right? Bob's Burgers came out with the movie. Hopefully you're staying safe, Fatchy, out there, man. Hopefully you're staying safe. It's been pretty crazy in a lot of places around here. The closest tornado we had was 10 minutes away. I've thought about it. I thought about watching the Powerpuff Girls. I used to love them growing up. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. You know what show I never watched? Here's a show I never watched alongside Simpsons. This one shocked a lot of people too. Never watched Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack was so big at the time too when I was a kid, and I still had never watched it. It was like on Adult Swim. This was around a time on Adult Swim where I'd just be passed out. Yeah, that one a lot of people love. Finally, we're able to finish that show a couple years ago. Dude, I grew up with Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes is fantastic. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Looney Tunes. Yu Yu Hakusho, one of my favorite animes of all time. Yu Yu Hakusho, oh my gosh, so good. No one talks about it. It is so good. The characters are so likable. Genkai, Yusuke Urameshi, Kurabara. Hell yeah, man. Hiei. What do you think of my book? What do you think of the book Marge? All I need is a title. I was going along with No TV and Bear Makes Home. Don't mind if I do. It's a pretty good name. It's a pretty good name. Anyone remember Clone High? I have not. Death Note. I remember watching Death Note. Bugs Bunny and the Tweety Show. Yep. Remember Baby Looney Tunes? Was that what it's called? Baby Looney Tunes or something? I used to watch that. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Ed, and Eddie. Ed, and Eddie was a big one. That is an S tier show. Ed, and Eddie. Muppet Babies. Yep, Muppet Babies. I'm going to Ohio in April for a bit, and then Pennsylvania and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Ohio. Hell yeah, man. Sounds like an awesome trip. Might be personal, but is YouTube and Patreon the only thing you do for a job at the moment? Yes. At the moment, yes. I mean, yeah, it's personal, but honest, I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, right now, that's mainly what my focuses are on right now. I was given an opportunity to actually focus on it, so I'm definitely focusing on it. But yeah, at the moment, YouTube and Patreon. My parents both watched Bugs Bunny and black and white TV in the 60s and 70s. Niagara Falls too. Let's see. It was only for a year. It was a cartoon show about the clone famous historical figures. So good. Do you guys remember the show? Liberty Kids? Liberty Kids? Remember that show? The one all about like America's history and stuff, and that opening was fucking awesome. The show was okay. Because we used to watch it during history class and stuff, but the opening to that show was so fucking lit. Oh man, it was good. Rocky and Bullwinkle, yep. I finally got a job at an event place. Just need an approval for schedule. Hell yeah. Never heard of Liberty Kids. Oh, dude, it was so good. You want me to go ahead? You know, I'm gonna do really quick. This is not an opportunity for me to start doing reactions right now, but what I'm gonna do really quick is I'm gonna pull up the actual song, if that's okay. Let me go ahead and do that really quick. I'm not sure how much of it you're gonna hear, but we're gonna find out. Let me go ahead and turn that down really quick. Okay. Hell, I kind of want to listen to it too. I'm gonna put my headset on. I kind of want to listen to it. It's really good. No one talks about the show anymore, which is crazy. Well, if you're in history class, you probably know what it is. All right, let's go ahead and listen to this really quick. Filters, let's do this. Close so I'm not the main focus of the screen. The whole world was made to change. So fucking good. Voices sing red, white, blue, never give up. You represent America. Praying for a brighter day. I listen to my heart and I obey. How can I see it any other way? I'm looking at life with my own eyes. I mean, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second while I fix myself. I mean, seriously, how can you argue with such a thing? It wasn't a thing in Canada. You're right. You're right. That's probably why you have never heard of it. But in history class, that song. Did anybody listen to that song? What did you guys think of that? I mean, you can't deny that opening. The opening to that show. Oh, when shit gives me cold chills. Like, most of that stuff was more than likely not all that accurate and only was like told in the way that would make, you know, America look like a really great place. But the opening for that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my country, but like the opening to that show was just like, oh God, history. We were literally freaks you out. Hey, glad you can make it. Your power's back on, I have no doubt. Galaxy High. I don't think I do remember Galaxy High. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Oh. Fuck it. Fuck it. Actually, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and not do that because already on my screen it already says we're temporarily blocked because of the Liberty's Kids thing. See what I tell you? What I mean by copyrights and stuff? That just ruined all of our fun right there. Yeah. Yeah, they just sent me a temporarily blocked because we detected copyright music. Yep. That just happened. On live stream too. That's kind of fun. Oh well. Oh well. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, YouTube's a party pooper, man. I was about to look up the Alvin and Chipmunk song, but if it's gonna start getting me in trouble and blocking me, then I'm not gonna do it. Hey, it's Franklin. Yeah, I remember that. YouTuber crybabies. They can be. They can be. More than likely, though, it was probably an AI that detected that. Just like one of those things that heard the song and was like, oh, nope, can't have that. Surprised it was blocked, though. Of all the things, like, it got blocked. Wow. Like in some places. So I guess in after this live stream, I'll have to edit that and cut that part out of Fright Night, which is fine. That's fine. Which is another reason why, if you have the $1 a month, support me on Patreon. Because of that shit right there. Probably won't even be able to monetize this video afterwards, which it is what it is. No, they did not. They did not. You're right. They did not create those laws. I'm still going to blame somebody, though. I'm going to have to point my finger at somebody. If you're in my way, because YouTube was the first thing I thought of when I saw that. I was like, YouTube, you fucking... They're the face of my my finger. They're going to be in the front of my finger. This is why people are going to Twitch and Discord. Now, even Twitch and Discord could be a little bit scary. Twitch, specifically. Not saying it's that bad over there, but I've heard of pretty crazy stories about people getting banned and blocked and things like that for copyright use and stuff. But, I mean, they all have their ups and downs. They all do. Gem and the Holograms, Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Twitch is just as bad for DM. Yeah, I had a feeling. Martians, Bananas in Pajamas. Oh my god, that's a childhood classic, dude. Someone, if you find a Bananas in Pajamas plush, dude, send it to me. How can I donate money to you without money getting taken out from you? Oh, like you want to donate, but you don't want YouTube to get like a share of the money? I would say, I mean, most of the time the money, they take a little bit of the profit anyways because you're using their website to do that stuff, but and it doesn't really matter. That's tough. That's tough. I would say if you're going to donate, super chats are just the easiest way to do it. I know that's not the right thing of me to say, but I'd just say that's just probably the best way to do it. I do. I said Bananas in Pajamas would make a crazy, like, horror film. Yeah, I did. I did. It's kind of a scary concept. A couple people who are, like, mutated bananas running around in pajamas and chasing teddy bears. That's a creepy concept. That is, like, built for a parody horror film. I realize this week I'm the only Spanish horror TikTok on Spanish horror TikTok. To be honest, I give you 20. I want you to have the full 20. I get that. I get that. I get that. Just know any donation you guys send, regardless of how much, it's always appreciated. Regardless. So, I mean, it's completely up to you if you want to donate. I'm not going to tell you guys you have to, because you really don't. I know you can't play them, but Alvin and the Chipmunks and DuckTales, oh my god, the DuckTales theme song. DuckTales. Woo. Yeah, it's fucking... Yeah, that was a pretty catchy tune. Dragon Tales. Caillou. Teletubbies. I'm getting sleepy. May have to go soon. I'm getting sleepy too. We've almost been on for an hour, so that's... My eye just started hurting right there, actually. I tried Mr. Beast Burger. It was good. That's good. That's good. I think they've improved. I ain't trying to give you YouTube my money, only for Jordan. YouTube more on Rumble. For just a For just a dollar, is that just $1? Yeah, I think you meant $1. Just for $1, you can make Jordan happy. That's right. DuckTales. Woo! I come from the net. Search through systems, people, and cities, and now I'm thinking of like shows. Dragon Tales, Dragon Ball, Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. It's almost time for Dragon Tales. Come on, take my Zaboomafoo. Come on, Zaboomafoo. Oh my gosh. You're fine, Cheyenne. You're fine. Reboot was an awesome show. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Generation X. Come on, catch your game on. Dude, I fucking love the lot. Dude, this is a fun conversation, even knowing it's not about horror movies and stuff, which another big part of my channel is nostalgia. Things like this bring a smile to my face. Don't you have a PayPal, Jordan? Yes, I do, but that would take a while for me to set up a way you guys can start donating to PayPal. It was one of those things that I have a lot more other options if people want to donate. So it's just a lot of work. I mean, I've already got membership put up. I got donations put up. I got Patreon. There's a lot of things. Bakugan, yep. Thank you so much, Edward, for the donations. $39.99. I appreciate that, guys. I really do. Lone Fire and Edward Hanna coming in hot tonight. I appreciate you. While walking in the woods one day, Chris and Martin saw something strange, a little leaping lemur that likes to bounce and play. Oh, while walking in the woods one day, Chris and Martin saw something strange, a little leaping lemur that likes to bounce and play. Come on, everybody. Dude, I forget the theme song, but oh man, I used to love that shit. Zaboomafoo. That's how I learned about animals. I was a big animal person because of Zaboomafoo. I gotta say, I always wanted Sesame Street. Of course, you gotta bring up Sesame Street for bringing up childhood classics. Anyone remember Cyber Chase? Yep, I remember Cyber Chase. Beyblade was another. Yep, Beyblade was another one. Yep. I always wanted to jump in a bunch of coins and little screws, but people realized that would hurt you. Fucking Family Guy made that known. Yeah. Clifford the Big Red Dog. So we packed up Emily's stuff and the Howards. Yep. I remember that. What else was there? Alvin and the Chipmunks. Dude, Alvin and the Chipmunks had one of the best openings too. Watch out, 'cause here we come. It's been a while, but we're back with style, so let's check to have some fun. I fucking love Alvin and the Chipmunks. The original cartoon was actually really good. And the movies that they came out with afterwards too, man, were actually a lot of fun. Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman and Frankenstein. Wolfman being one of my favorite ones. Teletubbies, yep. Teletubbies. One's on the tip of my tongue right now that I'm thinking of. Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers, of course. Sailor Moon. Yep, Sailor Moon. Here's one I actually checked out recently. It's called Ranma 1.5. Has anybody here seen Ranma 1.5? Actually, a really decent show. A really decent show. Terrible ending. The show was like cut off like as soon as it was like getting close to like an ending, but they never actually like fully finished it. Beavis and Butthead. Never seen Beavis and Butthead either. There's another one. Next to The Simpsons. Beavis and Butthead I never watched. Nope. Never watched them. How do you use Super Chat? Basically, all you would do is you would go down here to where the chat is, and there's like a dollar, like an actual dollar sign with like in the middle of a square, kind of looks like a money shape, and you would just click on that, and then you would just put how much you want to donate. That's basically how it's done. You put in your card information, and then you just press enter, and it sends it to me. That's basically all you have to do. Codename Kids Next Door. Yep. There's, oh my gosh, Rainbow Monkeys. You gotta best believe. Remember X-Men, the animated series? X-Men, Batman, the animated series? Batman, the animated series was fucking phenomenal. Teen Titans. You kidding? Catch up on Duckman, Private Detective, Family Man, South Park. South Park was another one of those shows I never watched a whole lot of. Yeah, South Park, Beavis and Butthead, and Simpsons. Those are like three of the ones I never really watched. I played the game for 64 for South Park, but I never watched the show. No, pretty crazy. The Super Mario Bros. Show. We're the Mario Brothers, and Plumbins, our game. Do you guys remember the show Between the Lions? There's one no one talks about. Between the Lions. Please tell me I'm not crazy. That show really existed, right? Between the Lions? I missed X-Men the animated series, but Bug I caught the crossover with Spider-Man. Nightwing was good too. For the Between the Lions was great. Yeah, Between the Lions. Yep. No one talks about that show anymore. It's completely lost to time. People forgot about it. It's when I bring up the actual name, they're like, "Oh my gosh, that one with the actual puppet lions and stuff." Yeah. Oh man, dude, I'm about to jump into like really nostalgic stuff. The big comfy couch. The big comfy couch. That, oh, that's nostalgia right there. Remember Mr. Noodle from Elmo, Sesame Street? Remember Mr. Noodle? Oh my gosh. Dude, this is making me... Huh. I don't know if I can handle this much of nostalgia. Between the Lions. Pee-wee's Playhouse. I saw 1 or 2 episodes of Pee-wee's Playhouse as a kid. Not all the way through, though. Not all the way through. I can't... I remember the chair. That's about it. I remember the chair. So Pee-wee's Big Adventure was practically my introduction into Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle. Yep. Big comfy couch was literally the best. I used to get down on the floor and do the clock stretch. Did you really? That's so awesome. That is so awesome. Blue's Clues, of course. You gotta have Blue's Clues in there. Oh my gosh, what's his name? What is that show? Arthur, which just ended recently. Arthur. That was going on when I was a kid. That was a classic show. Hey, how's it going, Poltergeist? Pretty good. We're actually just talking about nostalgic old cartoon shows from like childhood. Meryl Streep on Sesame Street. Inuyasha. Naruto. Naruto was a big part of my childhood. Used to watch that every week. I grew up literally with the character of Naruto. So like around Naruto Shippuden, I was about his age, like 14 and stuff. Like so, yeah, it was pretty neat knowing that I was kind of growing up alongside one of my childhood heroes. Even knowing, yeah, he was like an animated character, but still. Yep, Yu-Gi-Oh. Yep, absolutely. We have a lot of people hopping on in, guys. If you're hopping on in, we're just currently discussing like old childhood shows from like when we were kids and stuff. We're talking about like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, things that you might remember after we bring it up. I'm so old, I remember when Arthur was just a kid's book series. Yeah. We watched Boy Meets World as kids as an ABC. We still do. Come join the Warner Bros. And the Warner Sister. LB up Animaniacs. Yep. I didn't really watch a lot of Animaniacs as a kid, believe it or not. I would say as a kid, probably growing up, probably around the ages of 8 or 9, my big shows were Pokemon, Naruto. I would say Yu-Gi-Oh! More Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX really kind of won me over more. I like the characters a lot. Jordan, what cereal did you grow up with? I grew up with a lot of cereals. I really enjoyed as a kid. I think Lucky Charms was a big one. I really enjoyed. Berenstein Bears. Yep. Damn, I thought Cheyenne was old. How about Zuby Zoo? I don't think I've ever heard of Zuby Zoo, to be honest with you. That's an interesting one. Do you have a dog? I do have a dog. Yeah, the German Shepherd named Callie. Tiny Toons. Yep. Pinky and the Brain. Yep. Power Rangers. Didn't grow up with Power Rangers. I was actually more into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles more than Power Rangers, believe it or not. What else did I watch? Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds was amazing too. Go fast, makes me feel alive. In a heartbeat, in hyperdrive, or something like that. Yeah, the theme songs to almost a lot of shows, man. I just nostalgia, man. I love it. I love a German Shepherd. Me, so do I. Love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, absolutely. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I love. Today, I actually am a fan of cereals no one likes. I like Rice Krispies. I like Raisin Bran. I like a lot of cereals no one likes, though. Yeah. I know there's more shows from childhood that. Oh my God, Camp Lazlo, Squirrel Boy, Chowder, Adventure Time. Come on, bring your friends. I didn't watch the show, but I've obviously heard know people who loved it. The regular show. You need to do a meet and greet. It would be fun. It would be fun. 100,000 subscribers and I'll do a meet and greet. Captain Planet, yep. Raisin Bran, okay, Grandpa, okay. I fucking love Raisin Bran. I fucking love Raisin Bran. Hey, Rice Krispies are amazing. Yeah, when you put like strawberries and stuff on it. Oh my goodness. Life cereal, there you go. Static Shock, Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond was a fun time. Yep. Teen Titans. I was about to sing their song, but I can't remember the song. When there's trouble, you know who to call. Teen Titans. From their tower, they can see it all. Yep, absolutely. I used to own the GameCube game, and I'd play the GameCube game a lot. And that song would play every time you turn that game on. Remember Code Lyoko? There's one. I just remember Code Lyoko. That one, it was like a mix between CGI animation and normal hand-drawn animation. They had to go back and forth. Crazy that y'all eat adult cereal. I still eat Frosted Flakes. There's nothing wrong with Frosted Flakes and Fruit Loops. Those are great too. Did you ever get into Dragon Ball Z or Super? Yep, Dragon Ball Z. I remember the first time I got into Dragon Ball Z was actually playing Budokai. Dragon Ball Z Budokai for GameCube. I remember me and my brother were spoiled brats at the time, and we were begging my dad to get the GameCube before we left Costco. And he was like, all right, put it in the cart. And he grabbed it and put it in the cart. And yep, we went home and played it on the GameCube. And man, we fell in love with the story. We were like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Then my brother got into the show and started watching the show. He watched more of Dragon Ball Z while I watched Naruto. But I remember we kind of bonded over Dragon Ball Z through the GameCube game. When there's evil on the attack, you can rest knowing they've got your back. Because when the world needs heroes on patrol, Teen Titans Go. And heck with Teen Titans Go. Yeah, Teen Titans Go is kind of shit. It's called the Crunch Cup, not a sponsor. Dude, the 90s were, when it came to like commercials, shows, serials, the way they presented themselves, the 90s were fucking kick-ass. The 90s and like late 80s were kick-ass. I don't think we can ever recapture those glorious days of... You know what one of my favorite things to watch is? Actually, I've watched this repeatedly. I've watched this stuff a lot. Nostalgia Critic when he talks about commercials. Yeah, I think it's one of the most rewatchable things I've ever watched in my life because I love nostalgia so much. Popeye the Sailor Man. Yep. Once I buy a car and make a few payments off, then I'll send you something and donate. I'm trying to pay off my car as much as possible. Don't worry about it. I completely understand. Don't worry about it. I remember the days cereal boxes had DVDs inside. Oh my gosh, dude. You just unlocked a hidden memory. Yeah, the days when cereal boxes would have like DVDs inside. Yeah. Beetlejuice. I never checked out the Beetlejuice show. I might do that someday. And don't forget about F. Shay. It'll be 3 years younger than you. I'll be 3 years younger than you. I love his commercial shows. Yeah, dude. They're fucking great. They're great. And I love Doug Walker, man, as a nostalgia critic. He knows how to tap into the good old days. Corn Pops. I gotta have my Corn Pops. Jordan, you too nice. I love it. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm just being myself. This is literally just me being myself. Oh, I gotta have my Pops. That's right. Remember the old Lego My Ego commercials when they actually were good and they would end with like a couple hands holding a box in the center of the screen? Lego My Ego. Oh, God. It's never going to be the same. I got Spy Kids in the Cheerios box. That's awesome. Spy Kids. That was a good time. Spy Kids was a childhood classic. I just love that we're talking about nostalgic things like cereal. It's simple stuff in life that really kind of makes life special, you know? Hello, I'm Nostalgia Critic. I remember it, so you don't have to. That's right. That's right. I've been watching that guy, dude, since me and my buddy Lane. We've been watching Nostalgia Critic. Nostalgia Critic and Angry Grandpa were the two like first YouTubers me and my buddy like bonded over. And yeah, we would watch them all the time. His reaction, his like review for the Grinch, the Jim Carrey one, is genius. Remember when Kool-Aid? Oh, yep, Kool-Aid commercials back in the day. Sunny D commercials, Nerf commercials, Lego commercials. Zach, he's a Lego maniac. What is the sweetest, most sugary cereal in your opinion? The most sugary and sweetest cereal. That's a hard question. That's so hard, actually. Jordan Coke to California, so I can come to California so I can meet you. Wow. Hey, I found you and recommended. What's up? Hey, Mute. How's it going, man? Lucky Charms. Oh, dude, yes. Yes, Lucky Charms. Those are mine too. As a kid, dude, Lucky Charms was my favorite. I love leprechauns. I don't know if you guys know this. I fucking love leprechauns. Leprechauns to me are some of the most nostalgic things from childhood. I remember when I watched Leprechaun as a kid with Warwick Davis. Creeped me out. Obviously, as an adult, doesn't creep me out anymore. But I have a lot of fun watching it. It's just one of those throw movie gun. It's like one of those rewatchable movies I can just throw on anytime and watch. Lucky Charms, but only with marshmallow. That's right, only with the marshmallows. And I'm glad that they recommended you, man. I'm hoping this happens more. I'm hoping YouTube actually sends more people my way, and more people hop on it. It's very late, so I do apologize if I'm a bit out of it. I'm normally never this out of it. Most of the time, I'm like drinking coffee or something, but it's like really late. We just got done dealing with a terrible storm, so I'm kind of just out of it right now, but I'm really happy you can make it, Mute. They have Frosted Flakes with marshmallows. Oh my gosh. Have you ever, like, thank you for subbing, Mute. I appreciate it, man. But have you ever guys played scientist every once in a while? You take two different cereals and mix them. Have you ever done that? Be honest, which one? Which one have you mixed? I'm curious. I'll tell you what I mixed, but you gotta tell me. No red beanie? Nope, not right now, Michael. Not right now, dude. My room is burning up hot. I have nothing on. Those Lucky Charm marshmallows have the most satisfying texture. They do. They kind of melt in your mouth, too. Then we'll talk about favorite ice cream. After we talk about this, we'll talk about favorite ice cream. After our favorite cereals. I do that to soda. Oh, I've never really done that with soda. I haven't had a soda. I love that you call it soda. I call it soda pop. I haven't had a soda pop in a long while. I like to mix Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, and Lucky Charms, marshmallows. Oh my gosh, that sounds fantastic. I mix soda, soap, bleach, and an iPhone too. I was trying to clean my mom's phone. Oh. Fruit Loops and Cheerios. Fruit Loops and Cheerios. That's a pretty interesting mix-up. We had some big winds here in the southwest Florida, caused a brush fire and a few quick blackouts. That sucks. That sucks. Hopefully no one was hurt, or hopefully it got figured out pretty quickly. You know how cornflakes were made to keep people from masturbating? It's true. Was it really? Was it really? Oh, cereal. Yeah, cereal. Fruit Loops and Reese's Puffs. Fruit Loops and Reese's Puffs. Oh my goodness. Sprite and Cherry Coke, for example. Ooh. Nestle cereal with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh my gosh. I did not know cornflakes apparently were made to stop people from masturbating. That's crazy. When is Super Mario Bros. Coming out? I think April 5th. I think they actually made it to where it's coming out a little bit early now, yeah. What is too serious you wouldn't mind mixing? Oh my gosh, that's not Crave. Oh my gosh, you just unlocked another. I forgot about Crave. Isn't that the stuff with like the chocolate centering? Yeah. I used to mix Reese's Puffs. Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes is probably the most sugary substance one. They're fucking delicious, but Frosted Flakes and original, like, classic Rice Krispies without any sort of thing added on. Those two I would mix a lot. I'd mix Cheerios with Lucky Charms. I'd mix those two together. Yeah, I'm surprised. It actually kind of felt real too. Cocoa Krispies, that's right. I mix cottage cheese and strawberry preserves. There you go. I love cutting up strawberries and putting them in my Rice Krispies. I think that's delicious when you put like cereal, like that kind of cereal with a fruit. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Hey, Rhiannon, how you doing? I've mixed Special K, Frosted Flakes, and add more sugar. Ooh. Oh my god, it's true. It is true. Hey, Jaden, thank you for hopping on in, man. Glad you can make it. If you're hopping on in and have not hit that like button already, please do so. It means a lot. All right, that chat is defeat for me. Is too fast for me, so I'm just chilling. Oh, no worries about it. Don't worry about it. I'm surprised I'm keeping up. Actually, it's fucking 11:30 right now, and I'm not. I'm tired, man. So what has been your favorite Baby Metal song so far that you've reacted to? I would have to say, let me go ahead and do this because I can't. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember the songs, but if I had to give you Baby Metal reaction, JCARTS arts. Okay, let me go ahead and tell you really quick. I got a bunch of them. Probably Karate. Yeah, I just realized Karate just popped up on my screen. Karate's probably my favorite one so far. 4:30 a.m. there. Oh man. Favorite ice cream? Mint chocolate chip. Mint chocolate chip is your favorite mint ice cream? That is actually my second favorite. My first favorite is actually, believe it or not, strawberry. I like some strawberry. Let's see here. Cookies and cream. That's a pretty good one. Can't sleep. It's snowing here in Vermont. Ooh, winter, dude. Yeah, yeah. A lot of places are being hit with some winter storm right now. Ooh. My number one is cookie dough is yours. Nice, Cheyenne. Cookie dough. Nice. A lot of people don't like it. Coffee flavor. Ooh, nice. You like that coffee flavor. That's awesome. Eating strawberries right now? Hell yeah. Oh, that sounds good. Fresh strawberries. I would throw that in with a banana smoothie right now. I like cotton candy with brownie. Yep. Coffee. Yep. Coffee flavor is pretty good. And we had chocolate chip. Ooh, coffee chocolate chip. Ooh. I stole more my cereal than my almond milk, unlike some people. Oh yeah, you have ow, my foot. Okay. Is Chucky cereal a real cereal? I have no doubt somewhere in this world there's probably a cereal after Chucky. I would not be surprised. Maple is a good flavor too. I'm actually a fan of bubble gum. Yeah, believe it or not, it's like a blue ice cream. It's actually really good. I fuck it, it's good. I don't care what anybody says. It's delicious. I love chocolate chip cookie dough and cookies and cream. There you go. Yep. Especially when they have like the big chunks of Oreo in there and they're kind of soft, like in the middle of being soft and hard, and they're like really chewable and good. Yep. Oh my goodness. Ever melted dairy milk, chocolate, and dipping strawberry? I have not. That is interesting. Megatsune, the vote for the next song. Megatsune for the next song? Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. I might actually look into that. Cherry Garcia. Ooh, I love fucking... Dude, raspberry ice cream is really good too. My favorite is bourbon pecan ice cream, the fancy shit. Ben and Jerry's Chunky Monkey. Ooh, try it. I'm gonna have to try it. Yeah. I believe you. It's good. I believe it. Oh my gosh. Ugh. 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 I know there's a lot of people hopping on right now, but I'm debating on just going to go ahead and going to bed. I'm not even lying to you guys. I'm getting so drowsy. My eyesight's getting blurry. I'm not sure if I can last much longer, to be honest with you. I'm fading. Yeah, my eyesight is getting blurry. We've been on for an hour and 20 minutes now. Before I discovered lactose-free milk, is cereal dry now? You should sleep. I'm already. I think I need to. I think I'm gonna need to go downstairs, get a bottle of water, and just go to bed because like it's late. I'm exhausted from the storm earlier, trying to keep up with it. But it was really fun. Mute, I appreciate your subscription, man. I hope you stick around. Go check out my other videos. Have fun doing that. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hop off here, get some sleep. Again, if you want to support me even farther, go to my Patreon page, become a channel member for $1 a month, literally $1. You'll get exclusive content. You can go ahead and watch The Last of Us with me, or even Dahmer and things like that. So if you want to be a part of that stuff and watch that stuff, by all means, please go ahead and become a channel member. And we're trying to hit certain goals by the end of the year. So if you have the extra money and are like, hey, I don't mind, and I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, guys. All right, guys. Yeah, I yawned. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, it's probably my sign to go ahead and get off. Thank you for the donations again, guys. I appreciate it. $39.99 was very sweet. $40. Thank you so much. That's gonna help out a lot. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Good night, Jason. Good night, Francis, Peachy, Carolyn, Michael, Fiji Luigi. Thank you for hopping on in. Creepy Cody, Mute. Thank you for subscribing and being a part of this live stream. Appreciate you, man. Cheyenne, have a great night. Edward, thank you so much again for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Lone Fire, again, thank you for the donation. Poltergeist, have a great night. Rhiannon, thank you so much. And everybody, have a good night. Fatchi, if you're watching still, appreciate you, man. All right, guys, have a good night.